Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Gigi's Kitchen, and today this is so super exciting for me to say. We are actually in my kitchen again, but this time, if you've noticed, it looks a little different. It's because we're in my new kitchen. So you're getting a little sneaky peek because I haven't even put this up on my blog yet. Let's talk about what we're going to be cooking up today in my kitchen, and that is going to be some boneless barbecue ribs, and I'm going to make a coffee barbecue sauce. It's amazing, and I had my gallbladder removed when I was 19, so I can't even eat that meat that much. But when it comes to this, I cannot help myself but have a little bit. And I'm using boneless barbecue ribs today, but you can use any cut of meat. I've done this with several kinds of meat and it comes out delectable. I'm gonna start cooking, and join me if you wanna see how we get coffee barbecue boneless ribs. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is slice up my garlic. I'm just going to be very honest here and tell you, I'm not fantastic at chopping things in the same uniform size. I just never have been. It's kind of funny because I'm a food blogger. I should be good at it, but I'm not. So that's one of my sore points. But it is what it is. I'm just chopping them up into, like, you know, smallish sized pieces. You can also buy the jarred type, which is like the already chopped and, you know, small pieces of garlic. So, you know, if you really want to just save some time, totally do that. So I have about 1/3 of a cup of coffee, as you can see. I just brewed it, and I'm gonna pour it in to that container where we have the garlic. What I'm gonna do next is I'm going to put in 1/2 cup of ketchup. I love these. A few different companies do them, and I think they're awesome because they're really easy to use. I'm just pushing out 1 cube of ginger. It's awesome because you can use fresh spices and whatever, but I just really like having that. It's really easily accessible, and it's just like it equals a teaspoon. So yeah, that's this. I really love this. It's awesome to use. Very useful to me in my kitchen when I'm in a rush or just want to do a quick shortcut recipe. And I'm going to add in 1/3 of a cup of brown sugar. The last ingredient that's going into the sauce container, which is extremely important, is our Kahlua, which is like the alcohol part of this, which is just going to make it even that much better. So I'm going to add in some Kahlua. You can use any coffee liquor you have, but I'm literally just putting in a splash, just like that. I rinsed my pieces of meat, and with the gloves I laid out my pieces of meat in my pan here, and now the sauce is going to go over it, but first we're going to spice it up a little bit. So we're going to take a little bit of salt and just sprinkle it nicely over each piece. Okay, now I'm going to add in some pepper. And now I'm just going to take a little bit of rosemary, and I'm taking it and putting it in the palm of my hand like this, just a little bit. And I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit over each piece. Now the last thing to do is just pour the sauce over my meat. So I'm getting my sauce, and I'm literally just pouring it over all of the meat in the pan. Each one is going to get a nice coating. Every half hour I go over and turn over all the pieces of meat so that every side can get coated and baked, you know, with the sauce on it. So I really like to do that. My oven is now preheated already to 350. Okay, and I'm just opening up my oven, and I'm putting my meat in. Closing the oven door. And it is going to stay in for about 3 hours, I would say, because you really want it to get a good cook. And I look forward to sharing with you the finished results. Okay, so I just took the ribs out of the oven. It's been about 2.5 hours. You can cook them for like 3 or 4 hours even if they're not soft enough. At this point I can cut right through them, so I think they're ready. And they look delicious and they smell delicious. I hope you enjoyed getting to see a sneak preview of my kitchen, and look out for like decor pictures on my blog. I will probably be sharing them pretty soon now that I've shared a little sneak peek with you guys. Anyways, I hope you also enjoyed seeing how I cooked these spare ribs, and I am assuming that you guys are going to cook this up at home as well, because because it is the most awesome meat recipe that I've come up with in a very long time, and I'm sure many people have come up with coffee barbecue sauces. I'm probably not the first one to discover it, not saying that I am, but I do think it's a pretty delicious sauce, so I hope you will cook it up. If you do, don't forget to send me some pictures through any of my social media. I will leave links to all that down below. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed seeing how I made this recipe and if you liked watching the video, and don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. Leave your recipe request or any video requests down below. I love hearing from you guys, and visit my blog as well, www.ggkkitchen.com. I will leave the link down below as usual. So I will see you in my next video. Bye!